You may have lost a prop firm challenge before, which is totally fine, because before I passed multiple funding challenges and I became a six-figure funded trader, I also lost a couple of challenges in 2019 with FTMO. It happens to all of us. But what if I tell you that in this video, I am going to give you the cheat code that's gonna significantly increase the chances of you passing the FTMO challenge. But just before I deep dive into the cheat code which is gonna help you pass the FTMO challenge, I want you to understand some statistics which are often released by these prop firms. According to the stats, I'm not gonna take the exact percentage, but roughly around 10% of the traders who are taking the challenge are passing the stage 1. And less than 5% of the traders who are taking the challenge are completing both phase 1 and phase 2 and then getting a funded account. Now these are the percentage of the traders who are completing first phase 1 of the evaluation, then phase 2 of the evaluation, then they are getting the funded account. But the traders who are reaching their first profit split after they get the funded account, after they start making on the funded account, are not even 2%. So it means roughly 98 out of 100 traders are completely blowing the accounts even if they are getting the funded account after completing the evaluation. Because when they get the funded account, they are just making the simple mistakes which I am also gonna talk about in this video. Okay, so as we discussed the statistics to help you better understand that how many people who are taking the challenges are actually successful. So now let's talk about how you can pass the FTMO challenge or even any other prop firm challenge, just like the way I have passed dozens of prop firm challenges in the last 3 to 4 years. So before you even think of taking the challenge, the very first step that you must do is you need to develop a trading strategy. You need to develop a playbook. Now considering if you have a trading strategy that works very well for you, you can skip this part. But if you don't have a trading strategy, if you don't have any trading edge in the market and you don't know when to trade, when not to trade, you don't know where you need to enter into the trade, where you need to exit the trade, then you must develop a playbook. The best way to do this is to find a mentor that you like, learn his strategy, backtest this strategy for at least few months before you start to see some good results from that strategy. Now if you like my trading style and if you want to learn from me, I have added my mentorship course link in the description. You can check that out. But the most important thing that you must learn how to develop a trading strategy, you must learn how to develop a playbook. And what do I mean by developing a playbook? You should keep in mind that it takes tens of thousands of hours to master something. Mastery does not happen over time. It takes hours and hours. It takes enough time, dedication and perseverance to become a successful trader, to become very good at something. If you keep doing the same thing again and again, you will start to see a lot of mistakes that you will be making along with the journey of learning. So you will be overcoming those mistakes. You will be finding out what you are doing wrong and what you are doing right. And in the end, you're gonna develop a strategy that is gonna give you a higher chance of winning than losing. So if you stick to this strategy that you have developed and you trade it for enough time, then it will become your second nature. So once you put enough effort, dedication and time to develop a playbook to find your edge in the market, the next very important step is that you need to develop a risk management system. Now most traders, they think because they have a good trading strategy, that is enough to make money in the forex market. And that is also enough to pass the FTMO challenge or any other prop firm challenge. But every time when you are trading, you are always blowing up the evaluation and you are always blowing up the accounts. The reason is very simple. You just don't know how to minimize the risk and maximize the profits. Only if the traders understand the importance of risk management, they're gonna see significant results in their trading. So here is my risk management system that you can use to pass the evaluation. So you know that you first have to complete the phase 1 of the evaluation, then you have to complete the phase 2 of the evaluation, and then you get the funded account. So in the phase 1 with FTMO, you are getting 30 days time. So when you are getting 30 days time, in the 30 days time period, you have to make 10% profit target objective. Now there are two ways that you can complete the 10% profit target objective within 30 days. The first one is that you do the asymmetric compounding, and I have made a couple of videos about asymmetric compounding on my channel already, but I'm also gonna talk about that in this video. Now the simple thing that you should be doing when you will start the challenge, you have to give yourself 3 weeks, and in the 3 weeks time, if you make enough profits, let's say that you have made 5% in 3 weeks, then only in the 4th week you should be risking either 2% or 2.5%. So let's say that you are now risking 2% per trade. So now you need to only make 2.5 risk to reward ratio. So what does it mean? It means that if you are risking 2% on a trade and your risk to reward ratio from that trade is 2.5, then you are ultimately gonna make 5% profit if your trade goes into profit and it hits your take profit. So you have made 5% profit in 2 or 3 weeks time already, and now you are required to make 5% in the last week because you only have 30 days time, which means you only have 4 weeks to complete the phase 1 of the evaluation. So in the last week, you should be increasing your risk per trade. You should be looking to risk 2% or 2.5% per trade so you can meet the 10% profit target objective within the time. Now that's one scenario, that you are trading 1% per trade in first week of challenge, then in second week of challenge you are again risking 1% per trade. At the end of 2 or 3 weeks you have made only 5%. So in the fourth week, then and only then you should be doing this. Otherwise, if you have made 7-8% in the first 3 weeks, then it's fine. You can only risk 1% again in the fourth week, because if you have already made 8% in the first 3 weeks, then in the fourth week you are only required to make 2%. So you can just risk 1% on the trade and you can look for the potential 2 rewards from that trade, and that's gonna help you complete the evaluation. Now what if you want to complete the phase 1 and you do not want to go into the fourth week of taking the challenge? This is the risk management that you should be using, which I'm going to show you now. So for the first trade, you're gonna risk only 1% per trade. So if you are risking 1% per trade, I recommend that you target at least 3 rewards from every single trade that you are taking. So for first trade, if you are risking 1%, then your target, it is gonna be 3% from the first trade. And if you target 3% from the first trade and your first trade hits take profit, then on the second trade, you're gonna use this 3% profit as a risk and you're gonna again target 3 rewards at least. Or you can also target a little bit lower than 3 rewards because you are risking 3%. So even if you target 2.5 rewards from the second trade, it is gonna help you make 7.5% profit from the second trade. So let's say that on the first trade, you are looking to make 1:3 risk to reward from the first trade. So on the second trade, because you are using the profit from the first trade as a risk on your second trade, so you can only look for 2.5 rewards on the second trade, and if it hits take profit, then it's gonna be 7.5% profit from the second trade. This is called asymmetric compounding. So in the 2 consecutive profitable trades, you have already passed the 10% profit target objective. Now I recommend that if you are doing this asymmetric compounding, then you should be only looking for the trade that has a higher winning percentage. Like if I trade, I have a category of trades. Either I'm looking to trade A plus setups, then there are A setups, B setups, C setups. So if I am to use this technique, then I am only gonna be looking to trade the A plus setups. So that way, if I am only targeting A plus setups, I will know that my chance of winning those trades are much higher than losing. So you can use this simple asymmetric risk management system that I mostly use to complete the phase 1 of the evaluation. Now once you complete the phase 1 of the evaluation, I mentioned earlier that there are only like 5% of the traders who are actually completing both the phases. Even traders who are completing the phase 1 of the evaluation, once they reach phase 2 of the evaluation, majority of them, they are not able to complete it. Even though phase 2 of the evaluation, it is much simpler than phase 1. The reason it is very simple, they just want to complete the phase 2 of the evaluation to get a funded account in the shortest period of time possible. And that is why they are always over risking even in the phase 2. So usually in the phase 2 of the evaluation, you get 60 days time, and in the 60 days time, you have to make 5% profit target. So what most traders do, they always risk 2 or 2.5% in the first trade so they can complete the phase 2 evaluation within one single trade if they are targeting 2 rewards from that trade. What happens? Let's just say that the first trade goes into drawdown. That means you are down negative 2.5%. So once you are down negative 2.5%, on the next trade, they're gonna again risk 2 or 3% to now recover the 2.5% loss that they made. Plus also, they're gonna target the 5% profit in the second trade. So they will be targeting 7.5% from the second trade, which is again gonna make them lose the trade because they will be in a rush to try to find the trade opportunity as soon as they can. So what's gonna happen? They're gonna take the wrong trade, and as a result, they're gonna lose the second trade, and the drawdown, it will start from there. So what you should be doing now, if you reach phase 2 of the evaluation after completing the phase 1, as you have 60 days, which are 2 months to only make 5% profit. So you should not be risking more than 1% per trade in the phase 2 of the evaluation. No matter what happens, no matter how good the trade is, even it's an A plus trade, but you still should not be risking more than 1%. So if you are risking 1% on every single trade in the phase 2, you need 5 rewards in 60 days time. So that's literally very easy to get 5 rewards from the trades that you are gonna take in 60 days. It's gonna probably take you 1 week, probably it's gonna take you 2 weeks or 3 weeks to reach the 5% profit target objective. But you should not be risking more than 1% per trade, and you should not be trying to complete the phase 2 of the evaluation in the shortest period of time possible, because if you do that, you're always gonna risk 2% or 3% to try to complete the evaluation so that you can get a funded account. Now that's the risk management for phase 1 and phase 2. Let's talk about the funded account, how you should be trading the funded account, because goal is not to reach the funded account and blow it. Our goal is to complete the evaluation, get the funded account, start making money on the funded account, and make as much money as we can on the funded account without ever risking our own capital. So now that you have completed the phase 1 of the evaluation and phase 2 of the evaluation, so on the funded account, you're gonna be risking maximum 0.5%, no matter what's your account size. Let's just say that you are trading a $100,000 account. So on a $100,000 account, you have a funded account with FTMO. So on the $100,000 funded account with FTMO, you're gonna be risking only $500 per trade. So if you are risking only $500 per trade, that means that your risk to reward ratio, if you're like targeting 3 rewards from every single trade, then you're gonna be looking to make $1,500 from every trade. So if you just get 3 to 4 trades a month, and they are the profitable trades, the very high probability trade opportunities, and out of each trade you are making $1,500, that means you have made probably $5,000 or $6,000 by the end of the month. So on a $100,000 account with the 10% overall drawdown, making 5% or making $5,000 in every single month is a good money. So let's just imagine that you have 4 accounts of $100,000. So if you multiply this amount by 4, that's gonna be a $20,000 profit every single month. But the goal here is not to risk more than 0.5% on every trade. Now even if I am taking the A plus setups, but I am trading the funded account, my maximum risk per trade is always 0.4. I do not go more than 0.4% on every trade that I take. The reason is that if I have a 10% drawdown and I am risking 0.4% on every single trade, that means I have the option, I have the chance to lose up to 25 trades in a row. So if I lose 25 trades consecutively, then I'm gonna lose my funded account. That's the power of minimizing your risk and always try to maximize the profits. So if I lose 25 trades, then and only then I'm gonna lose my funded account. And we both understand, you and me, that if you know how to trade, you're never gonna lose 25 trades in a row. Even if you have no trading strategy, there are gonna be 3 or 4 or even 5 trades out of these 25 that are gonna make you profit. So again, in 25 trades, there is literally a less probability that I'm gonna ever lose my funded account. That is the reason I have the funded account with the funded trader program for last 9 months now. I haven't lost that account. I have made tons of money. I have made visual videos on my channel as well, because I am always risking 0.4% on my funded account. I am not exceeding 0.4% on every single trade. Now the last thing that are included in my cheat code to help you pass the FTMO challenge are my 2 recommendations, my 2 suggestions that I give to every single trader. The first one is that when you take the evaluation, no matter with any firm, you have to always keep in mind that 30 days is a lot of time for you to complete the phase 1 of the evaluation. Most traders, they tend to stress out over the fact that they only have 30 days to complete the phase 1 of the evaluation, but in reality, this 30 days, it is a lot of time if you just stick to a good trading strategy and if you just stick to a good risk management strategy. 30 days is a lot of time for you to complete the evaluation. So you should not be trying to complete it in the shortest period of time possible, because if you do it, you're always gonna end up blowing the challenge, and as a result, you're always gonna waste the amount that you're gonna spend on taking the challenge. The next recommendation, that you should not be over trading. Most traders, when they know that they only have 30 days to complete the evaluation, so what they do, they start trading again and again. in. They just take the random trades. They trade when the market is going up. They trade when the market is going down. They have zero plan. So they are always trying to complete the valuation in the shortest time, and they're always over trading. So you should not be over trading. These two things, they are correlated to each other. If you stop over trading, there is a less chance that you're gonna lose the valuation. Even by the end of 30 days, you have not yet made 10% profit. That's also fine, because as long as you're above break even, you're not losing the evaluation. So you should be keeping in mind that 30 days is a lot of time, and also do not over trade. So that's my cheat code that you can use to pass the FTMO challenge. If you guys have any question, you can let me know in the comment section, and do not forget to follow me on my Instagram, and do not forget to subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell. I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye for now. Peace out. Good luck on passing the FTMO challenge. Let me know in the comment section if you need any help from me.